Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sudhanshu Shekhar's Lab. Today we are going to discuss about 555 timer working mode. That is astable mode, stable output state is 0, monostable mode, stable output state is 1, bistable mode, stable output state is 2. So firstly we'll discuss about astable multivibrator mode. In that mode that is used to generate the PWM signal, it doesn't contain any stable condition. Like here it is always changing its states high to low, low to high for the infinite time. So it is known as zero stable mode. In previous video I have make you understand more clearly rather than this. So if you didn't have go through that video, then firstly go through that, then see this video, then you will be clear. Okay, so we have next topic, monostable multivibrator. This mode is um, used to generate the delay in the circuit. If suppose we have to trigger the alarm for the fixed instant of time, then this circuit monostable mode can be used. Okay, after pressing this switch, we can see here it will generate the high signal, and that high signal will be of the fixed instant of time. After that it becomes low. That timing depends on the value of capacitor and the resistor. So the required components for this experiments are like here. So please go through that. So the circuit diagram of monostable multivibrator is here. So please connect all this electronics stuff in this configuration. So here this resistor and this capacitor is going to decide the timing. For that the output will be high. Okay, so in my case that resistor value is 90 kilo ohm and capacitor value is 100 kilo ohm, and this use of monostable mode that is used to generate delay in the circuit after pressing the push button. It can be used in the alarm circuit for which time that is triggered. So calculation of timing of the circuit. Okay, so for which time they are triggered. So formula is T is equals to 1.1 into capacitor value into resistor. In my case, the capacitor value is 100 microfarad and 90 kilo ohm resistor. So we get 9.9 second approximately. But practically I get approx 9.2 or 9.1 second. I practically got. So you can get like a small variation will be there. So don't worry. So internal structure of the 555 timer IC. Here, there's three 5 kilo ohm resistor connected in series that is used as a voltage divider. One end of the this resistor is connected through the positive VCC, and the other end is to the ground, and that ground is known as pin number first, and that positive VCC is known as pin number 8. Okay, so here this one is comparator number 1, and here this comparator number 2. Here, 555 timer contains SR flip-flop and this NOT gate. This NOT gate is connected through the to the output pin, pin number 3rd. Okay, and this discharge pin connected through the this transistor. Okay, and the reset pin is connected to the reset of the flip-flop. So here threshold pin is connected to the positive terminal of the comparator, and this control voltage is directly connected to the negative terminal of comparator. If according to requirement, we have to supply voltage from the outside. Okay, here this trigger pin is connected to the negative terminal of the comparator. So next go to the internal structure, how it works in the monostable mode. Okay, so here this capacitor and this resistor is going to decide the timing. For that output will be high. Okay, so for charge it in initial condition, this capacitor will be discharged because this transistor will be activated, and this other end of the capacitor is also grounded through that transistor. Okay, so make it charge, we have to just uh, remove the triggering from this transistor. Okay, for that we will go through that first second number comparator. In normal condition, this positive terminal of comparator voltage will be lower than that of the negative terminal of voltage. So condition not fulfilled, then output will be 0. Okay, to make it high, we have to make the positive terminal voltage higher than the negative terminal. Okay, so for that we press this switch. Okay, if suppose we press this switch, then we are giving negative ground to this negative terminal of comparator number 2, and condition fulfill and output will be 1 high. It's mean this flip-flop, SR flip-flop, is going to set means Q is equals to 1 and Q bar is equals to 0. It's mean here after that NOT gate we are getting output as high in the from the pin number third, and at the same instant this transistor will be deactivated because triggering is 0. So what happened, this capacitor other terminal is directly connected to the supply through this 90 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, so this capacitor will charge until 2 by third of VCC. If suppose this much charged or more than that, in that condition, positive voltage will be higher than that negative voltage of comparator number 1, and then output will be high. Then this flip-flop is going to reset. Reset means it will goes in its original position that it was in previous condition. Okay, so this output will be low and low. Okay, and that's all about this circuit. So here, the practical circuit of monostable multivibrator is here, okay? Please connect all this electronics component as given in the circuit diagram. Okay, so you can pause that video and you can connect all this electronic stuff like that on the breadboard. Okay, here this capacitor and this resistor is going to decide the output time instant. For that, output will be high. Okay, here this push button is connected to the pin number second, that is trigger pin. Okay, and here I have connected this LED and this buzzer in parallel to the pin number third. Okay, so if suppose we press that, then the output should be like 9 second in my case. Okay, so you can see here, yeah, it will be for 9 second or about like that. Okay, that's all about the monostable multivibrator mode. Next mode is bistable mode. Bistable mode is dually stable mode. If suppose the condition will be high, then it will always be in high. If suppose the condition will be low, then it will always be in low. Here you can see in the this graph. Okay, if suppose we press the button, then it is going to be high. It will high until infinite. If suppose we press that another button, then it is going to low. If not press, then it will high for infinite time. Okay, so it is known as bistable mode because it is stable in both two modes, high and low. So required component for this experiment are here. So go through that. And the circuit diagram for this project is like here. So please make sure you have connected all this electronic stuff in this configuration. Okay, so here the circuit diagram. We will see the internal structure of the bistable mode. In case of bistable mode, we are simply doing set up this flip-flop and reset the flip-flop. Okay, so we are using here two push button. Okay, if suppose in normal condition, the comparator number 2 positive terminal will be lower than negative terminal. Okay, so condition doesn't fulfill. To make it fulfill, we have to make the positive terminal higher and negative terminal lower. So we can connect this negative terminal directly to the ground to get that condition. Okay, so for that, if suppose we press that push button, then what happened, this positive terminal voltage will be higher than that negative terminal, and then output will be high. Then this flip-flop will going to set, and Q is equals to 1, then Q bar is equals to 0. And after that, pin number third output will be high for infinite time. Okay, because we are not doing another stuff or interrupting the system. Okay, to interrupt that, we will reset the flip-flop. Okay, so if suppose we press this switch push button, then what happened, this is going to reset the flip-flop, and after that the condition will be low condition, and then previous condition will came, and in that manner this bistable mode works. So now we will go through the practical circuit, that is like the practical circuit of the bistable mode is here. Okay, I have connected all this stuff in the given circuit diagram. Okay, here I have connected this red push button to the pin number second, that is set pin of the flip-flop. Okay, that is going to set the flip-flop. And here I have connected this yellow push button to the pin number 4, that is reset pin of the 555 timer, and it is also reset pin of the flip-flop. Okay, so here if suppose we press this red push button, then it is going to activate it for the infinite instant of time. Okay, if we have to make it low, then we have to press this button or reset the flip-flop, so it will be in off condition for infinite time. unless until we press that red push button. If suppose we press that, then it will be high for infinite instant of time. It's mean the both state high and low is stable state in case of bistable mode, so it is known as bistable mode. Okay, so that is all about the bistable mode. You can once again see here it will high for infinite time, and if suppose we reset the flip-flop, then it is going to low for infinite time. And that's all about the bistable mode.